We often think of grand gestures when we hear the word service. Yet, true service lives in the everyday. It's the quiet offering of ourselves, a hand reaching out, a heart truly listening. Service is woven into the fabric of our shared humanity. It's the smile offered to a stranger, the patient ear lent to a friend in need. It's the simple act of holding a door open or offering a helping hand. These small acts, often unnoticed, hold the power to transform lives. Each act of service, however small, is a seed of hope planted. It might be helping an elderly neighbor with groceries or simply offering a kind word to someone feeling down. These seeds, nurtured by compassion, have the potential to blossom into something beautiful. They create ripples of kindness that spread far beyond our immediate circle. Service is not about changing the world in a day. It's about touching lives, one heart at a time. In a world often dominated by self-interest, service reminds us of our interconnectedness. It reminds us that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. When we shift our focus from our own needs to the needs of others, something profound happens. We begin to experience a deep sense of purpose and belonging. We discover that true joy is found not in receiving, but in giving. Imagine a pebble dropped into a still pond. The ripples spread outward, touching every part of the pond. Service works in a similar way. A single act of kindness can have a ripple effect, touching the lives of many. When we reach out to help another, we not only ease their burden, but we also inspire those who witness our actions. Each act of service is a testament to the power of human connection. It strengthens the bonds within our communities and fosters a sense of shared responsibility. When we see someone in need, we are reminded of our own humanity. We are called to respond with empathy and compassion, to offer a helping hand, to be a source of support. This sense of collective responsibility is essential for a thriving society. It creates a safety net for those who are struggling and fosters a spirit of generosity. When we serve others, we invest in the well-being of our communities. We contribute to a more just and compassionate world. Service is not just about what we do for others, it's about what it does to us. When we serve, our hearts expand. We develop greater empathy, compassion, and understanding. We learn to see the world through the eyes of others and to appreciate the interconnectedness of all things. In the act of giving, we receive something profound in return. We experience a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. We discover that true happiness lies not in material possessions or personal achievements, but in making a positive difference in the lives of others. This realization can be transformative, leading us to live more meaningful and fulfilling lives. Service also helps us to cultivate gratitude. When we focus on the needs of others, we become more aware of our own blessings. We learn to appreciate the simple things in life and to find joy in the present moment. This shift in perspective can lead to greater happiness and contentment. The beauty of service lies in its ability to connect us on a deeper level. It transcends differences in age, background, and beliefs, reminding us that at our core, we are all human beings sharing this journey of life. When we serve, we weave a tapestry of shared humanity, connecting hearts and fostering understanding. In a world often divided by differences, service has the power to unite. It reminds us that we are more alike than we are different. It allows us to see the humanity in everyone we meet and to recognize our shared hopes, dreams, and struggles. This recognition is essential for building bridges of understanding and creating a more peaceful and just world. Service is not about fixing or changing others. It's about meeting them where they are and offering our support without judgment. It's about recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual, regardless of their circumstances. This kind of unconditional love and acceptance is at the heart of true service. Every act of service, no matter how small, is a seed of joy planted in the world. These seeds, nurtured by compassion and watered by kindness, have the power to blossom into something truly beautiful. They create ripples of hope that spread far and wide, touching countless lives. Imagine the joy of a child receiving a warm coat on a cold day, the comfort of a lonely senior citizen receiving a friendly visit, or the hope ignited in the eyes of a struggling student receiving tutoring. These are just a few examples of the countless ways in which service can transform lives. The joy we experience through service is not fleeting. It's a deep and abiding sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing we have made a positive difference in the world. It's the realization that our lives have meaning and purpose beyond our own individual pursuits. When we step outside of our own limited perspective and focus on the needs of others, we open ourselves up to a universe of connection. We begin to see the world through a lens of compassion and empathy, recognizing the shared humanity that binds us all. This shift in perspective can be transformative. It allows us to move beyond the confines of our own ego and experience a deeper sense of belonging and purpose. We come to realize that true fulfillment comes not from pursuing our own self-interest, but from contributing to the well-being of others. In a world that often emphasizes individualism and competition, service reminds us of the importance of collaboration and community. It teaches us that we are all interconnected and that our actions have a ripple effect on the world around us. Service is a reciprocal act. While we may offer our time, energy, or resources to others, we receive something invaluable in return: the gift of giving and the grace of receiving. Both are essential aspects of a fulfilling life. When we give freely and unconditionally, without expecting anything in return, we experience a profound sense of liberation. We tap into a wellspring of generosity and compassion that enriches our lives immeasurably. This act of giving, in itself, is its own reward. At the same time, it's important to remember that receiving is also a gift. When we allow others to serve us, we acknowledge our own need for support and connection. We create space for others to experience the joy of giving and to strengthen the bonds of community. Every act of service creates echoes of compassion that reverberate throughout our communities and beyond. These echoes inspire others to follow suit, creating a ripple effect of kindness and generosity that can transform the world. When we witness acts of service, we are reminded of the inherent goodness that resides within humanity. We are inspired to tap into our own capacity for compassion and to find ways to make a positive difference in the lives of others. These acts of kindness, no matter how small, have the power to shift our collective consciousness. They remind us that we are not alone in our desire to create a more just and compassionate world. The legacy we leave behind is not measured in material possessions or worldly achievements, but in the countless acts of kindness and service we offer throughout our lives. These acts, however small, have the power to inspire generations to come. When we live our lives in service to others, we plant seeds of compassion and generosity that will continue to grow and blossom long after we are gone. We leave behind a legacy of love, hope, and human connection. This legacy is not something that can be built overnight. It's the culmination of a lifetime of small, everyday acts of kindness and service. It's the quiet offering of ourselves to others, without expectation of reward or recognition. The journey of service is ultimately a journey of self-discovery. It's through giving of ourselves that we truly come to understand the depths of our own compassion, resilience, and capacity for love. In serving others, we find ourselves. When we shift our focus from our own needs to the needs of others, we begin to see the world through a different lens. We develop a deeper understanding of our interconnectedness and recognize the profound impact that our actions have on the world around us. This realization can be both humbling and empowering. It reminds us that we are not separate from the world, but an integral part of something much larger than ourselves. In serving others, we discover our true purpose and find our place in the intricate tapestry of life.